3, 2, 1.
We about to have a blast today.
Hello, all you happy people.
Let's do a junkie roll call.
Sound off like you got a pair.
The great Daddy Kuji.
What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of?
Good.
She probably still got an old school TV.
Why do you say this to me?
I'm the only girl, so I wanted to do anything that my brothers were doing.
Oh, yeah, you blend. She's cute too, huh?
Indeed!
That's fine. Just give us a second.
She with you?
The film was just lazy. Like I said, they like vision.
But you got to have vision.
I'm a big JRPG person.
We've just lost half the audience.
Supposed to be full. Oh, why?
But he'd have to be fast. I'm your man.
No, you're not. You're too slow.
It ain't just about being fast.
I did not see one Asian in that movie.
Let's not stand on ceremony here.
It's a business. Who cares about the people's feelings?
Aim for the bushes. I could do this all day.
I got big boy pants on!
What's going on out there in Junkie Land? It's Culture Junkies Live, and we're in the midst of E3. We know the Sony press conferences are going on right now, but we're going to be talking about our reactions to what we've seen so far. We've had the E3 press conference, we had the Ubisoft, we've had EA, we've had Microsoft, Sony, let's get to it. Junkie roll call real quick. The great Data Kuji, what's up, man?
Hey there, everybody. It's the Christmas, not really Christmas time. What do you call it? I don't know,
Christmas.
whatever.
It is
Video
Christmas
game.
for gamers. Yeah, it's Christmas.
Video
for gamers.
game Christmas time to see everything what's going on. What's going on?
All right, we got Krusty checking in, we got Seb checking in, we got GQ checking in. Welcome to the show, family. Let's get it started. So, E3 is upon us, and usually this is a great time for gamers, but honestly, of late, I have to tell you, E3 has not been that impressive. It is definitely not the E3 of old, in my opinion, but it's still definitely newsworthy and worth talking about. So why don't we go ahead and get to it? Everybody kind of sound off. Let's go one by one and give your opinions. GQ, let's start with you. What did you think of the press conferences so far, man? GQ?
His mic is muted.
His mic's music. Oh, okay.
I apologize. There we go.
Okay.
No, you run into the problem of being in the social media, the internet age that we're in. Most of the stuff and most of the press conferences have already been leaked as rumors and whatnot. So there's really nothing new coming at us except for God of War 4, which is kind of cool. But I mean, again, the problem of E3 now is everybody's trying to get just AAA titles out there, and there's really no interesting, innovative new titles coming. Like back in the day when it was, a bunch of cartridges being made, you had companies like Capcom that had 4 or 5 games that they were talking about bringing out or whatever. Now it's just, oh, you got Dead Rising 4, Street Fighter 5 is already out, and that sort of thing. So E3 has lost a little bit of its luster over the years just because of that fact that games cost so much to make nowadays. Companies basically are kind of putting all their eggs in 1 or 2 baskets, and that's all they've got to go on. So it's not really as much fun as it used to be for me. And then again, just like movies get spoiled with too many trailers, E3 gets spoiled with too many rumors and leaks and this and that and whatnot. We shouldn't have heard anything about the Xbox Slim until today, but we already knew about it and had pictures of it and whatnot, last week. So it's like, can you guys never not keep secrets anymore? Is it that difficult?
Seems to be.
I see Waffles has joined the show.
He has. Waffles, long time no see, my friend. Is he? Yeah, he says hi. He says hi. He's not talking yet. I think he's still engrossed in watching the Sony press conferences. We'll get to him later. Krusty, what did you
I'm
think?
watching this Kojima, whatever this is right now. This naked baby and this naked guy, whatever this is.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
You watch that Kojima stuff.
Yeah, okay. Seb, we'll come back to you later because I know you've got stuff bubbling under the surface, so we'll come back. Krusty, what'd you think of the conferences today?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen anything today, or what about yesterday? Nothing yesterday either?
I heard some stuff, but I haven't seen anything yet. I didn't know I could watch it online because I'm a loser. So I'm
Um,
definitely gonna start watching it.
your tax dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen. She works in IT and doesn't even know
Yeah,
that.
there we
E3
go.
has been streamed online for years. I can't
I
believe
was
this.
watching on TV.
Anyway, Dido, what'd you think of the press conferences this weekend so far?
Well, I didn't see anything except for what I'm watching right now, which is the Sony stuff. I'm getting caught up on the Microsoft stuff. I caught a few things on the other side, which was Dead Rising 4. I'm a Dead Rising fan. Love the series. I look forward to playing Dead Rising 4. I heard about the Xbox S, which I don't care about. I like that it's smaller, but who gives a shit right now? Because if they got the Scorpio on the way next year, why in the hell would you buy an S? That's just dumb as shit. You hold on to your friggin' regular one, trade that monkey in when you get it, when the new one comes out, and just skip the S altogether. I didn't see anything else from Microsoft, but Sony, they're showing a lot of stuff that I'm really interested in. Resident Evil 7, of course, is probably not going to be Sony exclusive, but it's going to have the VR capability, which I don't know if I'm really sold on VR right now. I like playing my video games old school style. I like watching movies VR, but playing video games, maybe that's something I'll do later. I mean, the Sony VR is going to be $399, and if I want to get a Neo, I don't know if I'm going to plunk $399 on the VR, but what have you. And then they're showing a lot of stuff that I'm just, and we're going to go one by one because I don't want to take up all the time, but there's a lot of stuff I don't know if I can say I'm excited like I'm jumping out of my skin, but I look forward to playing sometime in the future.
Okay, Sev, we'll come to you. Let's temper what you're going to say. Okay, just go overall, general. What are you thinking about the press conferences this weekend? Do not go into any detail. So please hold your tongue.
Overall, most of them have been average. Microsoft's was good. Bethesda's was good. EA sucked. Ubisoft sucked.
New Spider-Man game. Sorry to interrupt. Oh, okay.
New Spider-Man game. How about that? Thank you, Waffles. Okay, go ahead.
The Sony press conference going right now. So far, Sony's has been, pretty good and whatnot. I mean, nothing I really want to play yet, but at least they're actually showing, for the most part, they so far early on have seemed to have shown more actual gameplay as opposed to trailers, and then everybody getting excited. Oh, the game looks great. I'm like, it's a trailer, you jackass. You didn't see any gameplay. Stop it. I got more to say, but you told me to temper myself, so I'll try and put a lock on myself right now and move on with the show.
Okay. All right. So let's. Okay. You know what, Waffles? Let's come to you real quick. Tear yourself away from that Sony press conference and all that delectable goodness, and give us.
Dude, you can't. They're showing the Spider-Man. And realize that it's a trailer, but that looks like real time, bro.
Okay, no.
Kind of surprised though that
wait.
Andrew is watching the Microsoft. I mean, the Sony one, because he's an Xbox fanboy. I don't even know why he's even watching the Sony press conference.
I own all the systems. I'm not a fanboy.
But anyway, play the Xbox though.
Okay, wait. Okay, let's slow it down. Waffles, I want you to tell me what you think. Hey, Megashawn, I want you to tell us what you think about the press conferences so far this weekend. We'll get to the other stuff later, and then we'll get to Megashawn, and then we'll move on to the other stuff.
I'm just gonna name off games.
No, companies. Who's been good? Who's been good? No companies.
Wait, what? Companies?
The conferences. What have you thought of the conferences?
I mean, I don't really care about the presentation you're doing. I don't like how they show a game and then they zoom out and show the crowd. Like, show me the game. I don't care about the crowd. No, but I mean, most of the stuff is predictable. All the leaks and stuff. I mean, you can't stop the leaks with all these hackers and stuff. So, but I mean, so far, it's just your standard run-of-the-mill E3. Like most of the stuff we've seen from last year or 2 years ago. So it's nothing really surprising, minus the Resident Evil 7 and that Kojima game that it showed. But they can keep the whole opera thing they got going on right now. I'm just kinda like, okay, this is a little extra, but I guess they gotta make money. But we're go to Sean, 'cause I'm ready to talk about games. But
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Megashawn, jump in. Have you been watching the press conferences this weekend, and what did you think of them?
Just one or two, but mostly the link that Waffle sent me in regards to the division. But E3, it seems to have lost its its shine over the years, and kind of just been watered down, and not what it used to be. And as Waffle said, if I'm like, why are you giving me reaction shots? I've been waiting all year to see footage, or as the great Sev says, that footage. I've been waiting all year to see that, and you're showing me people. What the hell I want to see people for? But I did like the Aisha Tyler bit, even though she looked pretty gigantic compared to that guy. But I mean, they just got to get back to the games. Just get back to the games. Get back to what got you there.
Okay. Now, thank you for that nice transition. Let's transition to the games. Okay. Now, let's talk overall, without regard to the companies, because we know there's no such thing as really console exclusives any longer. Give me your 3 best games that you've seen so far in all of these conferences. Megashawn, you're already on the screen. Let's start with you. 3 best games. What you got?
The update for the division, because that's the only game.
But can you call that an actual game? No, that's like an update.
Well, we're no doubt about it. But based on all this stuff I've seen, you can't trust anything until it comes out. For as good as the division is, it's got major hiccups. So to name a game that, who knows? For example, the division. I believe I saw that. What was it? 3 years ago at E3, and just now got it. So God of War, looks all right. I've been out of the loop, kind of been at work. But as far as I've been looking forward to the division update. I'm looking forward to God of War, because I actually have a system, a console that I can play it for now. But as far as everything else, I'm kind of out of the loop. I'm looking forward to hear what you guys have to say.
Okay, real quick, let me jump in there real quick. We've got a lot of viewers on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you for taking the time to watch us while the E3 press conferences are going on. If you would like to make a comment and call into the show, send us a message on our Facebook fan page, or hit us up on Twitter with the hashtag JunkiesTalkE3. We'll be monitoring it and pay attention, and we'll be direct messaging you and tell you how you can get on the show. Let's continue. GQ, give me your best 3 games of the conferences so far.
I guess my best 3 are really going to be Sony centered, obviously. God of War. God of War 4 has always been something I've been waiting for, so I don't care what they've done with Kratos, as long as he's killing people and I'm in control of him. I'm going to put it at Battlefront VR, because that'll be something fun to do on my VR headset when I get it.
Very much so.
And I probably would have to say, I don't know. I guess Resident Evil 7, because maybe it's a return to the original survival horror and not Resident Evil of Duty or any of those other things they were trying to do with Part 6. And I would also like to give a special shout out to Sev and Megashawn, part of the Red Team trifecta. So.
The Red Team trifecta. All right.
I was just peeping there, like, wow.
You guys are definitely marked for death wearing those red shirts. Dido, top 3 best games, and which ones are they?
Well, being the fact that I haven't seen everything yet, there's a lot of stuff that looks interesting, and I unfortunately going to make it Sony centered, because that's all I've really seen besides Dead Rising 4. But I'm going to put that one on there because, like I said, I'm a big fan of Dead Rising. If they keep it up but, make more, I'll be happy. I really liked the God of War or God of War. They're not really calling it 4. They're just calling it God of War, which seems like it's not really a reboot, but it's a sequel, but this... Because it's not the same gameplay. You can tell that.
It's a reboot, dude. Trust me, it's a reboot.
Well, we'll see. But it's completely different gameplay than normal, square, X, triangle, square, XX. triangle. It looks like something that that From Software made because the over the shoulder and the way he's fighting, and I think he has a stamina meter that's completely Dark Souls / Bloodborne, which could still be pretty good because those games are good, hard as fuck, but they're really good. Resident Evil piqued my interest a little bit, being the fact that I'm not really too sure you're getting PT anymore because the Kojima game that I just saw had Norman Reedus in it, kind of like the Silent Hills was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a Kojima, game, and I'm not really too sure, like exactly what they're trying to get because Konami, I guess, owns all that stuff. But I'm looking at that Horizons, the Last Dawn or Zero Dawn or whatever. That kind of looks kind of cool. And if they are going to show it, I'm just speculating. Kingdom Hearts 3. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to say I'm putting that on there because I love Kingdom Hearts.
Even though we haven't seen anything yet. Okay.
Yep. Even though they haven't seen it yet, putting it on there.
Okay, fine. What's the over/under that we actually do see something from Kingdom Hearts this E3? I don't think so. Really?
You already saw Kingdom Hearts 2.8, which I don't.
Come on, man. That don't count. I said Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's like more stuff. I do want to see Kingdom Hearts 3, but this 2.8 looks like there's more scenarios and more to the story that wasn't in 2.5 or whatever the hell one I got back there. But Kingdom Hearts 3, I think they're gonna show it. I know Square has Final Fantasy 15 that again looks pretty good, and then they showed some other RPG that's called I Am Setsuna, which looks classic. Super deformed, turn-based airships. Like people who like that old school stuff, looks like it's gonna be great for them.
Okay.
Real quick,
yeah, go ahead.
Take a moment to say hello to some of the people watching. PJ Herring and Sharana Red. She put a hello in there for us, and PJ Herring was saying that he was looking at God of War and
Battlefield 1.
That is all. So it's like, okay.
Oh yeah, Battlefield, always Battlefield, especially with a brother on the cover.
Speaking of brothers, what about that Watch Dogs 2 having a brother as the main protagonist? Now, that might tickle the ire of a certain someone up in here talking about an Ubisoft game, but what about it?
As long as his brother can climb down a damn ladder, I'll give a game a shot.
I feel you.
I don't care what nobody says. That I'm still baffled as in how this man can hack the entire city and couldn't climb down a ladder.
Yeah.
But as far as the backlash of it being a black guy, like that blows my mind. We can't be 007. We can't be Asgardian.
We can't
be hackers.
Yep.
So it's just so all we can do is
be gangsters.
dance on the table, spin records, and play sports, I guess.
Yep.
Inbox.
Now, to saying the thing is that I've watched every single press conference except Bethesda. Okay, literally like 99.9% of all Ubisoft's games have white protagonists. They make the protagonist in Watch Dogs black. No big deal. My only problem with the character is that why is he wearing no hugger pants and why does he have that flat bill hat? It's like, why do you have to dress him like he's 16? That's my only that's my only complaint with the protagonist. I'm glad that he's black and whatnot. My problem is that from what I saw with the gameplay, the AI is still busted, and is that how you gonna be sneaking around on a stealth mission and you got headphones on playing Eric B and Rakim, Don't Sweat the Technique? Like, it's like you guys think it's dumb because if somebody's trying to infiltrate somebody, they're not gonna have headphones on listening to their favorite hip hop tune. It's just some of the concept in the game is just stupid, and the AI is like apparently their vision only extends up here. So if you're hiding behind a couch and the guard walks past the couch and turns over like this or not, he somehow can't see. It was like they've been using the same broke ass AI for years, and it's like they need to fix that, dude.
Well, everything you're saying is correct, but I will say we were all fans of a game where a man had 3 glowing goggle eyes on, and for some reason nobody could ever
That was
find
wild.
this man.
But the thing is, though, the stealth in that game was good because if you were in the enemy's line of sight one time or not, they would spot you and it would be game over and whatnot. These games, like the stealth has gotten so dumbed down that like their line of sight is like 6 feet. They can't see past six feet. That's why I stopped playing them Assassin's Creed games. So.
Plus, in all fairness, the Splinter Cell like triple eye thing was only for the game player's benefit. You can't actually, with night vision goggles, you can't actually see that. Like even if I was standing right across the room with that, those 3 dots wouldn't be there for you to see. That was just
Oh no!
benefit of the
Oh no!
player.
Well, I know in reality, I'm just saying, as far as how everything goes, like it kind of made sense, aesthetically, but didn't make sense because it's like, first of all, that damn sound. Like, how would nobody hear that?
No, I know. And plus,
Right?
And plus, the other thing, I mean, look, all of us played Metal Gear Solid. I mean, come on, now, some of them guards is dumb as hell.
Dumb as hell, bro.
So I mean, it's like it evolves over time, but I understand completely what Sev is saying. It's like in this day and age, there's no excuse for like brain dead AI that can't see you if you duck behind the couch or something. So I mean, it's I agree 100% with that. The funny thing is, though, you notice how there's no complaint for the black protagonist in Grand Theft Auto,
Of course
and
not.
Reyes, and also in 5 because it's like they're playing up to the stereotype. So but as soon as you put him in a position of okay, this dude's a hacker, he's technical,
Or he's
this
intelligent.
and that, okay, all of a sudden now there's a problem. Yeah.
Right.
So
So,
I mean, it is just a double standard, but whatever. It is what it is.
yep. Waffles, jump in. Give me your top 3 games.
Yay! I don't know how you skipped over Detroit, Darren, but that game.
Right?
I didn't
I don't
skip
know how-
over it. I'm
Detroit,
not-
that looks really good.
I'm looking forward to it, and being the
Yeah.
fact that it's representing my favorite city, I
That
will.
game looks really good.
It looks really good, but I'm waiting. I'm still on the wait because like, what was the name of that one that came out for PlayStation 3?
Right.
That would be Heavy Rain.
No, Heavy Rain is one
Heavy
of them.
Rain.
Then they have another one.
Beyond Two Souls.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it was made by
Yeah.
the same people, but it's one of those type of games. Tekken 7 finally got announced for early next year.
Boy, I can't
I guess that has a story mode now.
Woof! Boy, I can't
And
wait.
well, I have a whole bunch of games, but my last one is of course gonna be Forza Horizon 3. That just
Wow.
Australia now.
Wait.
That's
Come on,
surprising
man.
no one.
Come on, man. Wait a minute. You can't give no love for your old girl, Gran Turismo? What?
Oh man, that's half of a game. You know how Gran Turismo do that prologue and all that. That's not even a full game.
Yeah,
So
they
I mean,
lost-
I'm
they
getting
lost
it, but
my
it's just like
attention after that.
it's not on my, it's not gonna make no top 3.
Well, hold
I
on.
mean-
Hold on. We'll give you Forza because that was already a given. What's another one besides Forza that you would put
State
on?
of Decay 2. That looks really good because I really liked the first one, and that game did really. That was like one of the best-selling downloadable games like ever, and like I want to see what they're gonna do with 2 now. After building upon 1, I don't know if Darren played, but it's like this zombie game where you save characters and you build a fort around. It's like one of those zombie type games.
is this, you said State of State of
No,
Decay?
State of Decay.
Yeah,
I did play that one.
It's
Yeah, real
similar
good
to
game.
H1Z1.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
And,
play H1Z1, but I did play State of Decay. It was something I wanted to give my full attention to. Then I bought another game, and then so I'm gonna have to come back to it.
Again, that surprises no one.
No, hey, I beat Uncharted yesterday. Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I beat it yesterday. Been playing a lot of it. I've been putting down the
Right.
the the PS4 version of it, mind you.
No.
So-
Hold. Let me ask you this. How long did it take for you to beat it?
7 hours.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, because that was if it took longer than that, I was gonna have to be like, hey, okay, all
And
right.
now I'm debating if I'm gonna go play part 2 now or move to something else. And I want to finish because
No, man,
there's
you better
still a lot of
finish.
games on the back burner that I started. I've been playing.
Watch, he puts Uncharted down. He won't start it again for another 2 or 3 years. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah,
Junkies.
no.
Yeah.
No, here's the problem I have though. Like the one game you guys brought up was that Detroit game. The problem I have with that game is it's going to be like maybe at most an 8-hour finish.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, like that's the
yeah.
problem I have with that. It's like, yeah, the game looks amazing. Yes, it's set in in Detroit. That's awesome. But it's essentially just for me, it's another Telltale game. It's like I am not paying money for an experience where I'm not in complete and utter control of the character running around, killing people, or doing whatever it is I'm doing. I don't want point and click on a console, and that's all that is to me is point and click. So can't do it. That's why I'm not excited for Batman.
On a random game note, I did get Doom for $23. There we go.
Well done.
Congratulations, you will not be disappointed.
Right.
Yeah, I picked
Well
that
done.
up.
Thank you. Especially if it's not for $23.
Hey, okay. So now, those of you that are joining us on Facebook, let me go ahead and reiterate. Thank you for joining us. If you want to come onto the show and make a comment, send us a message on Twitter with the hashtag JunkiesTalkE3. I'll pick it up and tell you the instructions on how to get on the show. Or if you're watching us on Facebook Live, please do send us a message and let us know what you want to talk about, what you want to mention, and we'll get you into the show. Guys, let's move on to what are some of the worst games that you've seen for this E3 for these conferences? Top 3, GQ, you're on the screen. Get going.
Anything sports related?
It's too generic. Come on, man. Widen it up.
FIFA, Madden, the next 2K.
Jesus.
All this stuff. For real, because again, to me, what are you really going to change from last year? What are you really going to show? The ball spins a little bit more when they dribble, or when the grass kicks up a little bit of dirt when you tackle somebody. Now it's I don't really care. Just the rules of the game don't change. So to me, the sport is the exact same game year to year. So why do I need to buy another 2K or another Madden or another FIFA or whatever? It's the same thing. So whatever. Same thing even in wrestling. Wrestling isn't excluded from that either, because the wrestling games, Kelly, have pretty much been the exact same thing year to year now. It's the graphics are the only thing that changed. You get a new guest character. Hooray. So until they fix that, sports games should never ever be cost more than $30. Because they're the exact same thing.
I definitely wouldn't mind having a cheaper version of the what's sometimes only a roster update. I'm sure Megashawn wouldn't cry about it either. So, there's anything non-sports related that you would consider a bad game this year?
I hate to, everything Telltale. I hate to say it. I mean, to me, those aren't games. Those are interactive movies. They're not games. So, to me, point to click is a PC convention. You can leave that on the PC platform. Again, I'm looking forward to my Tekkens, my Street Fighter updates and whatnot, and everything action related. Get in there and actually do something. I didn't buy a console for amazing graphics and sit back and point and click. So, yeah, unfortunately, Batman is not on my list of games to be bought. No matter how good it's going to look, you can even have Conroy and Hamill and everybody and the whole voice cast from the animated series back, and I still won't pick it up because it's a Telltale game.
Okay. Let's move to Megashawn. What is your worst games that you've seen so far?
Well, there could only be one or two, like GQ said, to some of the updates, but definitely the next Call of Duty. I'm just what is just stop, just stop the madness, just stop. But minus that, I haven't had that much time to look at anything, but I will take a quick look now, and then I'll get right back to you.
Okay. Dido.
Yeah.
Worst games.
I haven't seen anything bad. I mean, okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. Listen.
Okay, Leo Getz. Let's get on with it.
I don't know if it's bad or not, but I'm not a Skylanders fan. I don't know anything about that. I was excited hearing about Crash Bandicoot till they said he's in Skylanders. So that right there is a little disappointing. I won't say it's bad. I have no idea. They say they're going to be rebooting from the ground up Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation 4. I like Crash Bandicoot. I'm pissed off that the PlayStation 1 games cost too much. Physical copy. Digital copy I can get for $5, which I do have part 1. I think part 2. Digitally. I don't know, whatever. But I kind of don't think Skylanders. I mean, it's for kids, so whatever. And then they're coming out with another Lego Star Wars game. Been there, done that. If you got one Lego game, you got all of them because they're all the same game with just different scenarios. But it's the same game. Come on. Which, I mean, it's a beat 'em up game, which I like beat 'em up games, but still, whatever. Same game. I don't know. I don't. What else looked bad? Let me look at my list. I've been trying to make a list. Nothing. Sorry.
Also, real quick, breaking in from the Facebook, we got Nicholas Autry saying that Battlefield 1 is what he's focusing on. Also, Dead Rising 4, God of War 4. So thanks for that, Nicholas. Also, Jennifer Charity is saying who would be excited for Batman.
I am.
She needs to expound on that a little bit more. She might want to call into the show and get on.
Oh yeah, please do call into the show.
Yeah, so send us a message there, Jennifer. We'll get you on the show.
Yep, we'll get you on the show.
Back to you, Kenshiro.
Thank you, sir. Waffles, jump in. Tell us what you think were some of the worst games that you've seen so far from the conferences.
Oh, Watch Dogs 2. I mean, not really. Doesn't really done anything for me. Like Darian said, Lego Star Wars. I'm so done with just Lego games.
Legos,
period.
yes.
Like I'm surprised we got a Spider-Man game, like a whole new Spider-Man game that's not based on a movie or anything. I don't know about the white.
Yo, man,
one
you about to make me check out of this show because I want to go and look at that right now. Okay.
When you see it, you're gonna be like, "What is that on his chest?" But I mean, and Call of Duty, like it's just like, ooh, you can grapple hook in space and shoot people. Okay, whatever. Those are my three.
Have we heard from Sev yet?
We have not. I was coming to him next because I was saving him for last.
Oh, this is good. Yeah.
This really
yeah, I was saving him for last. Sev, what was bad that you saw in the from the conferences this weekend? What was like some of the bad stuff that you saw?
Let's start with Scalebound, Microsoft Windows 10, Xbox One exclusive and whatnot. This game looks dated and old as crap. The protagonist is a Dante clone, not the cool Dante we get from Devil May Cry 1 and 3, the reboot DMC and whatnot. And I don't know what it is with these bastards running around fighting people with headphones on. If you got headphones on, you're unaware of what's going on in your environment. The gameplay demo was some giant crab fight. It looked like old, like 2001 gameplay from like an old action game that would have been great back then. But like it looked uneventful, and the one-liners in the game were absolutely freaking terrible.
Hold up, let me bounce in there real quick. You can tell this guy is bothered because he's not even using proper English. He's saying looked it. You know he's no, it's not looked it, man. You know he's bothered now. Hey, please continue.
Anyway, basically almost anything and everything out of the Ubisoft camp because they refuse to fix their engine and their broke AI, specifically For Honor. They was told this game to be this epic battle game and whatnot, and it looks like to be a prettier version of Dynasty Warriors, except they move slower. And like the combat looked boring, and the impact of the weapons, it was such a huge disappointment that from what they showed last year, because let's remember now, Ubisoft is the king of downgrading everything. I will say at least they showed Watch Dogs already in its downgraded state instead of showing some glorious, demo that the consoles can't handle, and then they come out the following year and like crap. But For Honor was just like they had like the so-called Viking campaign he's running through and now, and like it's like fights around him and he fights one samurai guy. It just looked as slow and sluggish, and screw you, Ubisoft. What else? The Ghost Recon demo looked fun. However, it was scripted. Okay, the guys who they have playing it, when you go back and watch the video for Ghost Recon and whatnot, you will listen to it. You will like, nobody talks like this. It was so scripted in the way they had it. It was like, just if you're gonna have people play your game, just let them be themselves and whatnot. Like people can tell when stuff is fake and scripted and whatnot. So the gameplay looked interesting, but they already downgraded the graphics, so I'm not gonna get it. I'm not getting anything from Ubisoft and whatnot.
Seth, let me jump in real quick on some of the stuff you said. Did Ubisoft show their yearly Assassin's Creed game?
No, instead they spent like 5 minutes talking about the stupid Assassin's Creed movie, which just made no sense. They opened up the show with these dancers dressed in like clowns and animals and whatnot, and I was like, "What the heck is going on here and whatnot?" Come to find out, oh, they're promoting the new dance game that doesn't even come out this year and whatnot. And it was the most bizarre, weird. It looked like a bunch of Circus du Soleil rejects and whatnot. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, I know this press conference is going to suck. And I was right. It did suck.
And then
Second, Chris.
And number 2 is, do you not remember a certain Abigail Whistler used to fight with headphones on?
And that was stupid. I said, we saw that movie theater together. I said it.
You was ready to wait on that one. That's a good one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Put the headphones on. I'm like, you are completely cut off from your surrounding and whatnot. A real warrior, a real soldier does not do dumb stuff like that. It's moving on. But yeah, man. And EA Madden, I don't understand how they spent 15-20 minutes talking about Madden and FIFA and show no gameplay for either one of the games.
Yeah, it's all cinematics. It's all cinematics, man.
Because it's the exact same game as last year.
And they showed
Hey, you guys forget one thing though. I hate to interrupt. Yeah. It may be cinematics, but that's all real time.
Who cares? That's not stuff you're going to see when you're playing the game, man. That's
not,
no, it's not, man. It's not going to be the same.
No. Something I noticed from seasoned Madden players, all that stuff is there. You guys just skip it. It's called replay.
Mega Sean, please, can we educate this guy?
Do you watch the replays, or whenever you make a play, do you skip it?
No, you can watch the replays.
Exactly, you can.
Yeah,
most
ones don't. But what we're saying is, what does that
matter? It
doesn't
look like that in the replay.
It doesn't look like that in the replay, man.
The cameras aren't like that in the replay.
It doesn't.
Telling me for the old school systems or the new stuff.
We're talking now. We're talking now.
If you would allow me to, quickly
please, sir.
Interject.
Yes.
The great Daitakuchi is correct. Now, this editing team that they have putting together this trailer clearly is half the budget. But all of those things that you see, if you took the time and you had the proper television and all this other crap, like you can recreate all of that, because I've watched it in replays. But you know, obviously with that unlimited budget, they can put the polish on anything, and that's all it really is. Actually, what it is the equivalent of is that lady who you see making the McDonald's burger. Like that burger's real. Yeah. Granted, it's got some spray on it. It's got some polish on it. They've squirted mustard and all the right places for it to ooze out of the pickles and for it to ooze out of the onions. But in reality, some fucking 16-year-old is making your burger. and that's what you're gonna get. And as the great Waffles has said in regards to the majority of the games they show at E3, it quite possibly was footage from the PC. So,
Oh, speaking of that, I already had to shut down a couple of people on a Reddit page and whatnot because they was all getting excited about Battlefield. They had an hour stream of Battlefield 1. Now, I will say the game does look good and whatnot, but
they do that with every Battlefield. You always see the PC version. I don't know why people get hyped up like, oh my god.
Yeah, they get so excited that, and I'm just like, look, okay, until the PlayStation 4 Neo and Scorpio comes out, Battlefield 1 will not look like that on consoles yet. So, and funny, they had all these celebrities show up to play it and whatnot, and it was really embarrassing because Terry Crews did not know how to use a mouse and keyboard, and they had the camera on for a while. He kept looking down like this, like he didn't know what to do, and they had they had Xbox One controllers right there if you didn't know how to use mouse and keyboard. But I don't know what you're trying to prove, but it was really, really odd and whatnot. If anybody go
jump in, gotta jump in for a second. Somebody messaged Jennifer Charity on Facebook so she can join the show as a call in. So one of you guys sitting at a PC, do that for me because
I am on it, my friend. I am on it.
Thank you, sir. I apologize, Seth. Please continue.
Yeah, so it's another thing too is that I'm getting tired of these developers coming out acting like they're freaking rock stars. I don't care about you. I don't care who you are, okay? All I want to care about is, are you going to deliver a good product? That's all I care about. They come out here, these jackasses from Ubisoft, they came down the aisle like they was WWE wrestlers. They had on these red zebra jumpsuits with literally Sasha Banks, the freaking boss rings. They had those on and whatnot. And I was like, what are these asshats doing? It was just in the game they show. It's like, so you think it's like a fighting game or wrestling game? No, it was some little indie game. And I was just like, it's like nobody cares who you are, man. Just focus on showing the game, man.
Real quick, I'm 99% in agreement with you. 99%. But that 1%, if you spend 3 years in a cubicle with some clown, what's 10 minutes of stage time? Now I'm saying if the game is good. Obviously, if the game is terrible, stop celebrating and get your ass back in the lab. But if they're in a cubicle for 2 years and it's some quality content, come on out there and do a backflip. Again, I don't want no damn crowd shots, but you come on out there and do a backflip. But I blame Cliffy B for all this because he was the one who first became a rock star, from making gear. So this is all kind of from him. But if your game isn't that equivalent, the guys from Division, if they could ever fix these damn hiccups and these glitches, you come on out and be a rock star. But until then, as great as the game is, damn thing is still broke.
But here's the thing, though. Even going back to that Cliffy B thing, it's like true enough. Because he reminded me a lot of Seth Green and Seth Green? Yeah, Seth Green, the kid, little small guy. Reminded me a lot of him, just in personality. So that was cool. It worked for him because that was him. But you notice right after he became big and all that, then that Gears 2 commercial hit, and it was just like, dude, that Mad World one, that was perfect marketing right there. Because you sit looking at that commercial, you're just like, oh my god, if I don't have an Xbox right now, I need to go get one. This game is awesome. So companies need to get back to that instead of all this pomp and circumstance when you're not doing anything special. So I agree 100% with what you're saying. If you're not making now AAA titles and knocking it out the park, get back in the cubicle and get back to the grind and make these games great. Then you can jump around, do back handsprings and somersaults and all that other good stuff. But until then, this is a Fender Rose moment.
Oh man, I watched that last night. Oh man, Don Cheadle, even though you and I went at it on Twitter, masterful.
Yes, they did.
Masterful.
Yes, they did. Okay, now let's get to the biggest disappointments from the conferences. If I give it to Sev, he can run on for another half an hour. So I'm not going to go to him right now.
Man. I have self-control.
Not when it comes to that one. Yeah, even for Ubisoft, okay. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Now, this is just for me personally. As far as the VR goes, the rated they said it was going to be like $400 for the PlayStation VR. I can't see myself. I cannot justify a purchase of that magnitude, buying practically another system for what I think is going to essentially end up being a gimmick, much like the PlayStation Move was. So I think I'm going to pass on that. Let's go to you, Waffles. What is your biggest disappointment from these conferences so far?
Well, actually, I would agree with you with the VR thing. I've been hearing that, but that's one of the main reasons for the Neo is because the VR games don't run that good on the PS4 now. I heard a lot of developers saying that some of the games aren't running that good on there. Well, one of the main reasons why you aren't seeing VR with the Xbox One, that's why they're coming out with the Project Scorpio. It's like, well, you can't bring you this full experience if it's gonna run like crap. The games really run good now as is on their system. So why would they bring out VR for that? But yeah, I think it's. I see where they're going with VR, but like you said, Ken, that's a hell of an investment. That's probably going to be the price for another one of those systems. So do I get the systems or
the VR?
Do I gamble on this VR headset that might be a gimmick like the Move? And then they abandon it. I mean, if anything, if I get it, it'll probably be when the eventual price drop comes, you know, if it doesn't do well, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Sony's doing real good, but when it comes to their accessories and all that, most of them haven't been that hot. I'm not gonna bring up the iToy, but yeah.
Yeah, let's not go there. I plunked down money on that iToy, man. I tell you, and Anyway, let's go ahead to Dido. What do you think? What's your big? You haven't seen a lot. That's right. So you really don't have any.
But I agree with the waffles there, you know, because like I was saying just earlier with the whole VR thing, is just like it looks interesting, but if you don't have power behind it, like from my understanding, to have an Oculus Rift, to have the HTC Vive or whatever the hell it's called, you got to have a killer fucking PC to make these things look really good. And if the PlayStation 4 is getting a relaunch or a remaster or whatever you want to call it, like they remaster everything else, then yeah, it's probably not gonna fare too well. Or if it does, the games are gonna probably look like Vita games when you're on VR, and look like regular games when you're playing them on your television, until you get the Neo, where it'd be able to actually push, you know, what it needs to push. But $400, that is a little. I understand why they're doing $400, but that's a little steep. I'll just stick to my Samsung Gear VR 2, and you know, watch Netflix on it.
And here's the other thing I'm questioning about the Neo, because I noticed Horizon got pushed back to February. I wonder if they're developing that for the Neo. I wonder if certain first-party games, will they be? Do you have to buy these games again, like Uncharted, or are they going to release a patch to upscale the resolution?
See, that's a good question.
Frame rate. Because it's like, do I got to buy all these games over again, or
no,
what?
No.
You know,
what they said is
this is Sony. You know they're going to re-release
have a
everything.
Neo mode built in, so they're going to So say you buy the game, you have a Neo, okay? So you put the disc in and whatnot. Yeah. Oh, you have a PlayStation 4 Neo now. Would you like to activate Neo mode? Yes, and the Neo mode unlocks all of the full potential of the game. If you put it in a regular PlayStation 4 or whatnot, you have to cut off Neo mode because it can't handle the improved resolution and graphics and whatnot. So that's how they're going to get around that.
Well, my main thing is like, I'm trying this out now. Like, are they going to re-release that? Or, well, I'm pretty sure they are, but is it going to be a patch for it if you already own the game? Because I remember they said if you have it on PS4, you can play it on the Neo. You know, something to look forward to later. So we'll see what they do with that.
Hey, did we forget about one game? Injustice. Nobody talked about that.
Oh, Injustice.
No, we did not. No, we did not. That is true. That is true. But
well, see that can't. You know why? Because they got leaked so early. You know,
true.
it was kind of out of right edge. You know, like
true, very true.
But they showed that Friday.
Okay.
Well, it got leaked. I think Thursday or Friday. So yeah.
Let's move to Sev. You got one?
Well, as far as disappointment, EA's press conference.
Yeah, EA's press conference was still like.
Because here's the thing: is that if you guys would take all that money you spend on having celebrities come on and play your games and it's like, look, man, I know that stuff sells, but it's like you're a gaming company, and when they do stuff like that, it just further cements the fact to me that they've lost their way as the good gaming company that they used to be a long time ago. Or not, like, take that money, put it into your development teams, and instead of having, the football coaches of Liverpool and whatchamacallit come out and yes, I'm going to be in the game or not, and you got Jamie Foxx and Zac Efron who don't even look happy to be there. Just like, yeah, we're here to get a check and whatnot. Yeah, we're stoked to play Battlefield. How about you, Zach? Yeah, man, I'm excited. Handshake, blah blah. I'm like, man, get that. I don't like the fakeness. Like, just focus on the games, man. EA dropped the ball, man. They dropped the ball. I mean, at least Ubisoft showed some gameplay photos and whatnot. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay, Megashawn, disappointment.
Zac Efron talking about Battlefield. I know damn well he don't know nothing about being in those trenches.
Of course not.
That's Well, no, and I'm not saying real life trenches. I'm saying even in battlefield trenches, like because usually the group of people that's going to play that game are probably going to be, kind of taken aback by, having to look at Zac Efron. Like everybody knows he's not no gamer. In addition to that, everything Call of Duty still like they're still going just downhill fast. And that's really, other than EA, just as a whole, because I haven't been wowed by anything. And I remember years ago, like there was at least one thing that would wow everybody, and now it's just kind of like, here you go. And then this whole VR thing, like stop trying to bring stuff back. 3D, nobody cares. VR, nobody cares. Just make it crisp, damn it, and make it good. Nobody want no damn VR, because you know what VR leads to? It leads to Skynet. Okay, nobody wants Skynet. We don't want that.
Well, see, I do. I want VR, and I
Your
want
call
Skynet,
cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Or dial 611 for...
Well, that didn't work.
That
Anyway,
didn't work.
I want VR, and I want Skynet, and I want all that good stuff. My VR, again, I'm getting it for the PS4, obviously. I just bought it. I'm getting it at GameStop. Literally just paying $50 here and there, and that thing will be paid off by the time it comes out. So I mean, to me, it's not. Yes, it's an investment, but it's an investment over time. So I don't really feel it. It doesn't really bother me. Secondly, I want to play Star Wars and go through the Death Star Trench in VR. Like I've been waiting for that ever since I was a kid. So it's here now, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be great, and the Neo is going to be whatever. If that's what I need to upgrade it and make it play perfectly, then that's what I'll have. I'll just have 2 PlayStation 4s in the house. So not really concerned about that. Microsoft, like I said, shot themselves in the foot again on this one because, like Dido alluded to, why would you tell me that, hey, here's this new nice little small compact Xbox, but guess what? Don't buy this because next year we got an even more powerful one coming. So it's just like, I was actually kind of ready to bite the bullet and go ahead and get an Xbox One, but now I don't need to because there's no real purpose. It's all nice and pretty looking and small, but it's coming out with a more powerful one next year, so I may as well just wait. That was a dumb move on their part. I'm sorry. I don't care how much people might like the slim model and the 2 terabyte hard drive about damn time and all that, but it's just like you kind of blew your wad by showing the fact that you have a more powerful version of this exact same box coming next year. So why do I need to even bother buying the one in the intro?
Actually, can I speak on that right quick? That whole situation, I am very disappointed in Microsoft in that. What type of flummadil idea is that? That the whole world knows you got a new system coming out, so you come out with this skinny box. It's like, what is the purpose? Like, it is a slap in the face, and then you're gonna go dupe some mom out there who thinks she's, looking out for little Johnny, just to realize that little Johnny's white box is old. Like that, it's just sad, man. Just the industry as a whole is just becoming a wash. Just puke all over the place.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way.
I agree with him.
Okay. Dido, if you please. One more time.
Hello.
It's Jennifer. How are you? You were on the show. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Oh no, it is our honor to have you on. So please, you got a comment?
Well, I've just been really tuning in and listening. Just based off the comments you had before about excited about Batman coming out. I guess because I played mainly all of the Batmans that have came out before, and then looking at the ones they're releasing out pretty soon, which is to me seem like it's all of what has already been put onto one disc. Like, to me, I'm just pretty much feel like I'm just rebuying everything that I've played before, which to me is fine. I'm just adding it onto my collection. I mean, I have a PS4 Batman edition, so it just be added onto my collection for my Batman.
Sounds like somebody else I know. Right, GQ?
So it'll just be added on to my collection. Just listening in and listening to everybody's opinion, how they feel, really just gets me pumped and excited to really see how these games really turn out once they are released onto the systems. I think some games are bet to differ on how they really turn out in comparison to how they've been presented. I don't get flabbergasted. I get excited that they're finally putting out a release date. I don't get flabbergasted about what they're showing me, because what they're showing me doesn't show me how I'm going to play it, because my play is not going to be how they play it.
Exactly. Anybody got anything they want to ask Jennifer before we let her go? GQ?
Yeah. Is there anything she's looking forward to in particular, and what systems does she own?
I have systems I own. I own a PS4, I own an Xbox 360, I own a Vita, I own an NDS. I am looking forward to Call of Duty. I'm looking for what I want to say. I guess make those who are really hating this game feel jealous. I really want to see how this is really going to turn out. I think everybody's. I understand how they feel as far as when it comes to Call of Duty. They want that boots on ground, that feel, but I have to think more on a different perspective. Life is evolving. We're not on the boots on ground anymore. We're getting to the point where life is going to be as they perceive it. We're going to probably be up in the sky somewhere fighting. We don't know that, the way things are evolving. So to take that story and to take it away from the boots on ground aspect, the boots on ground aspect is search and destroy.
Search and destroy, exactly.
I will say this. If Battlefield 1 outsells Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, I guarantee Call of Duty will go back to the World War I and World War II era. Watch, because that's money getting taken out of their pocket, and they are not going to have that. So, mark my words.
Well, I do believe that it is going to sell based off on the people's, the way the outlook is looking. I believe it is going to sell more. I'm just going to be one of those people that's going to have both. I play on both sides of the spectrum. I understand the boots on ground, so that's why I have the Battlefield 1, but I understand the futuristic side. That's why I have I go for the Call of Duty in that aspect. I'm a Halo person, so that's where I base a lot of I come from. That's where it all stems from. I stem from playing Halo 3. I like the futuristic aspect when it comes to the shooting and the different side of it, because when I look at Halo is nothing but a military form that is fought in outer space on some strange planet.
Right. Okay. Well, Jennifer, before we get you out of here, I got to ask you one very, very, very important question. Ready?
Yes.
What kind of junkie are you? Game junkie? Anime junkie? Comic junkie? Movie junkie? Which one?
I'm a game junkie.
All right. Shout out to the game junkie. Thank you for joining the show, Jennifer. Please do keep watching the show and join us again next time. Say goodbye, guys.
All right, thank you. All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Later.
So that was Jennifer Charity. She just joined Culture Junkies today, and she was on the show. It is really just that easy. We want to get more interactions. We want to interact and talk with you guys. So make sure that you keep watching us and join the show. 2 minutes. Let's real briefly kind of touch on what we're going to be going over for the rest of the week. Obviously, E3 is dominating the rest of the week, the dominating talk. What are we looking forward to coming out in this E3? Real quick, guys. GQ, what are you looking forward to the most, if anything?
Everything related to fighting games.
Okay, so that'd be Tekken 7.
This time around.
So
Tekken
what about
7, more Street Fighter news? That's about it, really.
Okay.
King of Fighters, but that comes out in August, I think. So.
Sev, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
I would just like for something to surprise me and be like, oh, okay, this looks, what I call like the sleeper game that wasn't on my radar. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, like I want to check that out. But so far it has not happened, except for Gwent. They're actually taking the card game from Witcher 3 and making it a full game and whatnot. And I played the crap out of Gwent on Witcher 3, so I am actually pleased about that.
Okay. Waffles, what are you looking forward to?
There's a shitload of indie games that I'm looking forward to, and I'm just looking for release dates for them. Like the guys who made the Limbo, I think not Below. I can't remember the name of that game that the people of Limbo are making, but that game comes out the end of the month. And actually, I don't know why, but I want to see what Nintendo has to show, which it really isn't going to be a lot, but we'll see.
Oh, wow, I can't believe you just said that.
I don't know, maybe they might show a Metroid game. I doubt it, but we'll
they
see.
already said they were only showcasing one game, Zelda.
No, then they said we're going to show some more because we're stupid for just showing Zelda at a freaking press conference. Like, really, like, what's the point in even showing up showing one game?
Never mind. Never mind. Well, you know what? Okay.
It's going to be Pikmin 4.
Right.
Here's the thing: if Nintendo really wants to make a dent, they need to show a new Kid Icarus game where Kid Icarus is actually on his own game doing stuff.
A new Metroid game would be nice.
They had a Kid Icarus game and it came out for the 3DS. It's
I'm
like
talking about a
I don't want to play for the
console,
3DS.
Full-fledged console Kid Icarus, real game. If
But
they
that's
do
the
that,
only-
that'll be shocking.
I mean,
That
that's the
would be
only
shocking.
way you gonna play. That's the only way you're gonna play Monster Hunter is if you get a 3DS. I actually.
Okay. Let's just stop right there. Let's stop right there, Sabrina. No, I'm done. No. You just made me mad about the whole Monster Hunter thing. I don't want to hear no more.
Mega Sean, what are you looking forward to for the rest of E3?
Nothing at all. You know
Okay,
what? You
that
know
was
what?
easy.
You know what? I take that back. Through some friends of some friends, I've heard they've got a new installment of Kickle Cubicle. So I'm definitely looking forward to picking that up.
Hey, whoa. You know what I noticed? It was no Crackdown announcement at Microsoft press
It
conference.
was not. No Crackdown 3.
Was there a Saints Row either? Was no Saints Row as well?
No Saints Row, no Crackdown.
Oh, plus
yeah, it might be in development hell. I don't know.
Waffles. They killed the reboot of Phantom Dust, so they're just gonna remake the original one.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Are you joking?
Nope.
No, he's serious.
I'm reading it right now.
No, he's serious.
I'm looking right at it.
Yeah, I was like, what happened with that? I remember it got pushed back and then they didn't say anything.
Nope, it's dead.
All right, real quick. Let's hurry up so we can get out of here and get some more E3 goodness. Dido, what are you looking forward to for the rest of E3?
I'm kind of on the same page with Waffles, looking for some release dates for like a game that I'm surprised he forgot all about and they showed more of. Cuphead. Want to know when the hell that's supposed to be coming out?
Yeah.
I saw a little bit in the end of Sony's press release where they showed a clip from Yakuza. I want to know which Yakuza that is because they're remaking Yakuza 1, or they already did for PlayStation 4 or 3, 4, I believe. And I don't know if they're showing that or the new Yakuza is coming out because you know I love the Yakuza.
Yeah, you got Yakuza 0 is the next one that's coming out over here.
0, and that's what I want. That's the remake of Yakuza 1, which got me into loving Yakuza. I want to know when that's coming out.
Newest one coming out with Beat Takashi. Yeah.
Oh really? Beat Takashi?
Yeah.
That 0 or 6?
That's 6.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know what, Dino? Just to message you, they're gonna release Yakuza 7, so you really gotta play catch up.
Exactly. I'm only behind 4 and 5, so whatever.
Right.
But I got 4. But hold on, I'm not quite done. There was one more that is I want to know. Oh, I want to see more Shenmue. Like what the fuck is going on?
Shenmue,
Show me the shit from last year.
It's been a freaking last year in development.
Give me some more footage, something like that.
I predict that Shenmue has been pushed back for PlayStation 4 Neo development, and you won't see it until 2019.
Hold on.
Probably.
That's Yu Suzuki doing that one, right?
It is.
Yep.
You better hope he didn't hook up with my man that did that Mighty Number 9.
Oh God.
Better hope they ain't been going out like drinking together.
That's Ken Inafune doing Mighty Number 9.
Yeah,
and when the hell is that coming out?
Next week.
Next week.
Next week. Yeah.
I thought I got pushed back again.
No, it went gold.
It dropped a lackluster trailer and everybody was mad.
Yeah.
That trailer got as many dislikes as Ghostbusters trailer did.
Oof.
Like that thing was
brutal.
That thing was scathing. That thing was getting wrecked. They're like, people were like, you spent our $4 million in Kickstarter on this? Like they were like just ripping.
I haven't seen the trailer for it yet.
Dude, no, because they were saying like it looks like it could have been like a PS2 game. I mean, they were going in on it.
Ooh.
They were going in hard on that thing. And
Ooh.
it's like,
You said Mighty Number 9?
yeah. And
really?
It's like you look, yes. Look up the latest
I'll look it
trailer
up. I'll
on
definitely
YouTube.
look it up after the show.
But like if you look at remember it was supposed to come out in February. 'Cause I remember the Best Buy paper that like literally Mighty Number 9 is coming next week. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, where is it? And then push back. I'm like, dang. But yeah, people. I'm serious. Look, just for go to the I forgot what the title is, but just most recent Mighty Number 9 trailer. Just look at the comment section. It's hilarious. Like that thing is just getting ripped to shreds.
Okay. Sev and GQ, real quick, give what you're looking forward to so we can get on out of here. Sev, you first.
I already did.
Did you? Oh, okay. I guess you did.
Yeah,
Sev.
I would actually like to see. I think I did too, but something just came to mind. That new game that Ikarashi is working on, the spiritual
Bloodstain,
Castlevania and whatnot.
Bloodstain.
I would actually like to see. I don't know if he's gonna have it there at E3, but I would actually like to see some actual gameplay of that or not. Because he had a little trailer, but
they said they have a demo on the stage. They're gonna have a demo. That actually, because I backed it, I'm gonna get a Steam key to play the demo. I think sometime
Steam
this week.
key?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have a Steam account.
Steam. Yes, I do actually, but
you do. You do?
I had one for a while, but yeah. I'll let you guys know when I get the my code for the demo. Because yeah, they said the demo codes are going out right when it goes out on E3. So
well, you need to give me one of codes. Because I actually play my PC. Yours is just there collecting dust. So.
Okay, guys. Well, that's going to be the show. We thank everybody that watched the show, even for a few minutes, for joining us. We had a really great time talking about E3. Please come back and join us on Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on Twitch, and on YouTube. We're going to be talking more E3 based on some of the stuff that we've seen, gameplay footage, whatnot. And then we'll also kind of discuss, now that Nintendo's conference is coming, I guess we can maybe kind of try and crown. Is it even worth it to try and crown who won the E3 conference game anymore? I mean, because it's I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, well, we'll see. But definitely come back and check us out on Wednesday. Thank you, Jessica, for coming and joining us on the show. We appreciate it.
Just changing her name.
Jennifer. Excuse me, Jennifer. Sorry.
Hope you never pick up a girl in a bar.
No, I probably wouldn't. I don't need to do that kind of thing. So, any case, we will be back on Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for GQ for Daidakuji, for Waffles, who came to join us today, for Mega Sean. I am Kenshiro. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. You guys have a great night.
KO.
Right. Yeah, she gave me a shake my head over there on Twitter too. I mean on Twitch, man. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad. Oh, my bad. Don't unfollow us now. Don't unfollow us now. We'll get it right. My bad.